Let me ask you just kind of one more universal, high level
Yeah.
question about micro schools. Our audience is primarily in the traditional education space, a
Yeah.
lot of brick and mortar K 12, more
Yep.
than 200 student schools.
Yeah.
What would you say are some things that traditional education settings might learn from micro schools?
Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, I did have a superintendent on my podcast who said you should go and do a presentation at the superintendent's conference because you're going to have at least 50 people lining up and saying, we want to partner with you to do this in our district. So I think you're going to start seeing more and more of them come to school districts where, I have a friend who's a superintendent and he has his special education students that he was really struggling to serve in his district, created a micro school on the side, kept it nice and small, very focused on those students, and they're doing really well. So I would say what you can learn from micro schools for folks that are in larger schools is think about ways to create smaller groups and smaller environments. So I talked to a resource teacher and she was like, oh, this is what I do all day in my classroom, right? She's got 15, 20 kids, multiple ages, different grades, and she's just kind of figuring out what they need and personalizing the instruction for them. So thinking about how do you create smaller groups, like small, not just, I know we have schools within the school. That was the whole movement. So you go from 2,000 to 500. But now I'm saying, like, out of those 2,000, can you think of spaces where there's 10 kids or 20 kids and kind of mimicking that micro school feel where every kid's really well known, you're really getting to know them, and then you're personalizing the instruction, which again is like the one room schoolhouse, right? So it's
Yeah.
possible.